C Street, a novel. Written by Claudette Walker. Narrated by Richard Hensel. Jacqueline Rose committed the premeditated murder of a federal agent. Crimson flames ravaged her mind amidst a haze of smoke. Without denial, she was acutely aware that she bore responsibility for the son-of-a-bitch's apocalypse. His survival would be her Armageddon. His demise, her albatross. Solomon Rosenberg, a Jewish man from New York, an Ivy League lawyer. His death and the secrets left in her hands would be the catalyst for Jacqueline's sabotage of technological developments born of political subterfuge and nurtured by the CIA. She fled the ramifications of loving Rose, a man, a lawyer, and an assassin, by quietly slipping into London's boroughs. Naively, she believed that after Rose's death, the government would cease to pursue her and the information she had obtained. Jacqueline's unworldly assessment could not have been more wrong. It was just before daybreak on a somber, foggy London morning. The engines roared. Rain bounced off the jet's windows and fog coated the glass as the plane took off from Heathrow. "My God, Jacqueline, it's you! It has been so long. Jesus Christ, I heard that you were dead." "Obviously, the rumors were not true. Sit down. May I offer you a drink? I know it's either too early or too late for a cocktail, but I think I could use one." "The usual, Sid. Some things don't change." "We're alone, aren't we? Can we talk?" "Yes, we are alone." "Sid, my demise was intentionally overreported." She remembered how Jacqueline had fled from the keepers of deceit, lies, and mistrust when she left Rose and hopefully his CIA connections. Sid thought of Rose's bipolar insanity intensified by chemotherapy, and of Jacqueline having nearly died at the hands of a government assassin, her damaged husband. "You know, Sid, America will never feel safe for me again, not after knowing the men of C Street. It's hard to believe that one group of men can exert so much power, even though the faces are different over time. Nothing really changes. They cover up sex scandals, prostitution, drug abuse, and payoffs. It's all to maintain power. They gain control over people with the promise of money and power for them. If that doesn't work, they threaten people with disclosure of their sins. If their victims have no sins, the men of C Street create some. If that doesn't work, people die. It's only a matter of time until some connection to the world of Solomon Rosenberg will come looking for me if I'm in the States. In fact, something just happened that nearly made me cancel this trip to see you. I thought of returning to Israel, where I have spent some time, but I'm sure the violence in the Holy Land will never end. Sid, let me start by telling you about my last night in Israel." On the night before she left the country, Jacqueline was saying her final farewells to her friends at the training center. One man, Ishmael, a 32-year-old Israeli military trainer, had given her a special goodbye. Just as she was falling asleep, a soft knock came at her bedroom door. It was Ishmael. Within minutes he had her body against the wall of her room. His raven-black hair framed his strong, fine features and lovely brown eyes. It started as a simple goodbye kiss, but his luscious lips were hot. Before Jacqueline knew it, the T-shirt she had been sleeping in was gone. Ishmael's strong 6'5" body, honed by his military training, had lifted her into his arms and against the wall. They spoke not a word, but it was a farewell to remember. A laugh is always a good way to break the ice. She ran into an old Cajun woman, Dor, who spent her days on the streets of New Orleans chanting and speaking of the future.
"Troubled soul always brings you home, child. You are on a journey. Watch out for the gunman. Do not go back to New York. He is still looking for you. But do not worry, you'll be okay. Dor knows. Bless you, my child."
He was there again. Jacqueline saw him in the distance, and without thinking she began running with her rolling bag. She almost ran into the path of a streetcar before she realized she was doing it again. Over the years, Jacqueline had seen someone who looked so much like Rose. Whenever she did, she would start running in pursuit. However, she knew Rose was dead, and she thought she had learned to control these foolish thoughts. How many times had she chased that ghost? She knew better. Now, after hearing the recordings, hearing his voice, dredging up all of those memories of Rose and seeing him in the hologram, was it to come back to haunt her life? This phantom, this ghost, again? She remembered Rose telling her on the tape, "Be very careful and think through everything you do." I represent an organization that is interested in Solomon Rosenberg's work. His topic shocked Jacqueline, but she showed no surprise. Until that moment she had no clue what his business with her might be, but she did not expect that he would want to talk about Rose. "Well, I don't know how I can help you. Rose is dead." Those words still ripped through her heart. "Yes, we are aware of his demise. Please accept our condolences. However, we believe you have information that could assist our organization in the fight for a free Palestine. We would be willing to pay well for your assistance." "I have no information for you, nor any interest in the Middle East."
"Have you told anyone else about the recordings or C Street? I am an old man, Jacqueline, and I do not want these tapes released as long as I am alive. Everything Rose said on those recordings could be just the ramblings of a man gone mad. Even if any of the information on the tapes is true, what happened was for the betterment of America." The hologram went on. "Mossad has many bedfellows under many names: Metzada, Kidom, Bayonet, Aman, Shin Bet, and so forth. Mossad, unique in its covert intelligence gathering beyond Israel's borders, is designed to prevent development of non-conventional weapons by enemies of Israel, to prevent terrorist acts against Israel and Israelis abroad, and to bring endangered Jews home from other countries, like Dietmar Slusser, who you will meet one day. Once you arrive, look around. No one should be in that area. Locate the key tab."
"Welcome, Jacqueline. I have been waiting for you. Welcome to C Street. I am the gatekeeper."
Jacqueline was puzzled. "The gatekeeper to what? And how do you know my name?"
"I am the gatekeeper to this C Street facility. Rose told me your name. I'm Dietmar Slusser. Don't be alarmed. Let me show you around. I am the architect who built the facility."
Thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed a few of the voices from C Street. It is available in book, ebook, and audiobook on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iTunes, and Audible. Thank you, and goodbye for now.